What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and a first impression of Oud Madness from the brand of Fragrance World. Now, of course, many of you may know or may not. Whatever the case, this is most likely a clone of Maison Crivelli's Oud Maracuja. I hope I pronounced it correctly, or please forgive my pronunciation. So the only reason I did not get the OG was I saw a lot of polarizing comments about the OG. And I thought, before I shell out that amount of money, let me check out the DNA, even if it goes remotely close to something that I might end up liking. Of course, I will get the OG, you know me. But again, this is not a comparison video. I'm just going to do a first impression of Oud Madness from Fragrance World. So stick around. And of course, if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, most welcome. And I humbly request you to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you like contents like these. Now, Fragrance World, I hear, has been bringing a lot of heat to a lot of the OG fragrances. Let's find out what this one is all about. It's a golden box, beautifully done. I must say the feel is very premium. And on the top, you do get this wonderful sleeve. Wow, pretty nicely done. This one feels very premium though. The sleeve, it's very nice to the touch. Very nice. So this is the box. Fragrance sits right inside, and from what I can recall, this is a 60 ml size bottle. Beautiful, deep, inky blue bottle, very heavy, and the glass seems to be of really good quality. So that's the inside if you want to take a look. Nicely done, I must say. I would really appreciate if they would put the fragrance name rather than the brand name over here. So maybe Oud Madness over here might have looked a bit nicer, but that's okay, whatever. It's a magnetic cap. Oud Madness from Fragrance World, it has this magnetic cap. Let's go ahead and spray this baby, but before I spray it, I'm gonna tell you about the notes. So on the top, there's the exotic burst of passion fruit and some other fruity notes. So they did not necessarily say what other fruits are there. There's the presence of saffron and Turkish rose. So I'm expecting something succulent, juicy, and at the same time kind of like a sweet jammy opening. Let's see what happens. And then on the mids you have oud, Indonesian patchouli, and warm benzoin. And on the base you have leather, akigala wood, ambergris, very interesting, amber, vanilla, and labdanum. Okay, lots of heavy stuff all the way to the base. Let's go ahead and spray this baby, Oud Madness, and find out what this one's all about. This is, again, by no means, this is not a comparison video, so please, if you are going to ask me that question, please refrain from doing so. I'm not going to compare this because I have not smelled the OG. I have no idea what it smells like. I'm just going to catch a vibe from this one, what the OG might smell like, to some extent, of course. Here goes. Okay, so the atomizer shoots out like a wide mist distribution. I wouldn't say it's a bit focused, so you might have to spray from a bit close. So, okay, so to my nose, the leather is more prominent, like it's one of your luxurious leather. Smells nice, rich, and opulent. Passion fruit, talking about passion fruit, I'm very familiar with that smell. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so it's more on the fruity, seductive side. Of course, the presence of other fruits, I'm pretty sure there is some kind of a citrusy component somewhere in the background. It's smelling very nice, I must say. Some people have commented on the OG how there's this rotten kind of smell, like a rotten, overripe kind of fruit, but to my nose, I did not get that. I think it's the combination of leather, citrus, and passion fruit, which is kind of giving off that very dense, opulent, and kind of like a sticky, sweet kind of fruity vibe. That's why maybe you're talking about that rotten vibe, like overripe fruit, but that's not the case. I mean, it's very nice, I must say. So I do feel some kind of like a warm, woody thing going on somewhere. The presence of oud. Now, of course, the oud is somewhere in the mids. It's not going to show up right away, but the presence, you can tell right away. Of course, I did not expect a sub $30, $40 fragrance to contain actual oud. Even if it does, it's not one of the finest, but you do get that nice, it's almost like a, like a wood shaving kind of oud. So it's more on the woody side as opposed to your animalic side, like a barnyard kind of smell. It's not like that. I'm not sure how it's going to develop over time, but I do get that nice musky vibe, some sticky sweetness to it. The leather is slowly toning down now. I mean, it was more prominent in the very opening, but now as I'm smelling it, it's toning down. Fruits are more in the forefront. I kind of like get like a vanilla kind of vibe. There's supposed to be vanilla, right? Yeah, there's some vanilla. The ambery vibe is there too. Like, you do feel that dry ambery vibe to this fragrance. So, is it worth a blind buy? In my opinion, I blind bought this, of course. But in my opinion, if the OG smells somewhat close to this, I mean, if this smells somewhat close to the OG, it's definitely worth getting. I will probably get the OG, of course, but Oud Madness from the brand of Fragrance World, this one's like smelling mighty fine. It's potent. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like super loud. It's more of like a very nice, soft, like a soft, fluffy kind of fragrance, as opposed to being very harsh, screechy. It's not like that. It's more on the softer, like a bunch of soft cotton wool kind of vibe, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. It's nice. It's nice. So if you want to try something from this house, and if this is something you have in mind, definitely get it. It's not too much. I think I got it for what, like $28 or $38. I'm sorry about the light going out. I think it ran out of charge, but that's fine. Man, this one's good. Oud Madness from Fragrance World. This is my first impression. Do let me know. Of course, I will be back with my full review, of course. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button if you like contents like this. And do let me know in the comments if you have tried this fragrance or any other fragrance from this brand. Let me know in the comments. Until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.